This is the story of Todd Andrews, a man who decides to end his life. Not out of despair, but because he believes life has no inherent meaning. On a quiet morning by the river in Maryland, Todd walks slowly, lost in thought, and looks out at the floating opera, a houseboat drifting on the water, as if searching for answers. His journey begins here, but it reaches far back into the past. The death of his father when Todd was a young boy became a turning point, a moment that planted the seeds of his lifelong musings on existence, death, and the purpose of it all. In his youth, surrounded by books of philosophy, Todd wrestled with questions he could not answer. His father's sudden collapse and his mother's panic left him staring into the void that life sometimes presents without warning. As Todd grew older, his relationships reflected this same ambiguity. Harrison, his closest friend, was a man of integrity and trust, while Jane, Harrison's wife, was a woman of charm and quiet allure. Jane became Todd's escape, a reprieve from the emptiness of his own existence. But their affair wasn't about love. It was a collision of desire, guilt, and a search for meaning, as Todd found himself entangled in a triangle where morality and longing blurred into one. Everything in life felt like a performance, a grand opera where each person played their role without fully understanding why. Todd didn't love Jane in the conventional sense. For him, she was an escape from the unanswerable questions, from the emptiness of daily life. Yet, this escape only reminded Todd of the contradictions in human relationships, where desire, guilt, and a search for meaning coexisted uneasily. Eventually, Todd found himself on the floating opera, a houseboat symbolic of life's transience. There, on the edge of existence, he meticulously prepared to end his life. The river flowed calmly, and the wind whispered softly as Todd tied the rope, ready to embrace the void. Yet, as he paused and looked out at the shimmering water and the infinite sky, something within him shifted. In that fleeting moment, he realized that if life was meaningless, then so was death. And within that absurdity, there was a strange, undeniable beauty. Todd untied the rope, sat back, and let the moment wash over him. He walked away from the floating opera, not with answers, but with a quiet sense of peace. Todd never found the meaning of life, but he realized he didn't need to. Life, like the opera, simply floats on, mysterious, absurd, and beautiful in its own way. And sometimes that's enough.